Oh, that's so much more damage. Holy crap.
Wow, not even a scratch.
What next after this? It depends. Depends. I'm gonna be looking at the numbers through the whole playthrough of this. The plan was to play new games throughout the month, so Star Wars was gonna be one of the next big ones that we play. I don't know if I'll do that or not as a full stream game. I'm not sure. Been thinking about it a lot. It's good, obviously. It's good. It's good. Alright, so any junk that we just picked up. Oh, we didn't pick any. Never mind, just kidding. Picked up a little junk. God of War, blinded. No, that wouldn't be. We wouldn't get very much out of that either, unfortunately. As much as I would love to play God of War again, but we'll probably go back to split games or split weeks. I'm not sure. Don't know what you're gonna make. No idea yet. Whoa, this is some long text. Like a general meme, like not just a gamer meme. Yeah. Blew up. To whom it may concern, I, Caden Shuster, do hereby declare my official resignation. Delivery service to the Terra 1 printing facility shall cease forthwith. During my tenure of service, I have made no numerous complaints regarding the hazards of working this law-forsaken rock, including but not limited to 1. The infestation of unknown insects in my sinus cavities, resulting in weeks of unpaid leave. 2. The as yet unreimbursed loss of several articles of clothing due to the acidic properties of the local atmosphere. 3. The constant, unrelenting aggression from local wildlife. 4. A persistent itching and coughing malady in my lungs, likely due to breathing in trace amounts of sulfur. 5. Equally persistent indigestion, a symptom of an overall nutritional problem stemming from the fact that I am in fact allergic to fish, which is the main diet provided to service workers based in Stellar Bay. I have received the following responses to these complaints, all of which I deem unacceptable. 1. At my resulting loss of olfactory senses, I was deemed, quote, lucky to no longer suffer the stench of fish and sulfur. 2. My wardrobe was replaced with uniforms out of Stellar Bay, which suffered the exact same degradation. I was thus no better off. 3. At my insistence, I was awarded the services of a local hunter, one in Remnarum Wentworth, who spent the entire service call inebriated and offending my sensibilities with off-color language. 4. After a thorough medical examination, I was found to be in working health, which is deemed more fortunate than many. 5. At my insistence that additional dietary needs be offered, I was instead awarded extra supplies of toilet paper. After this latest response, I hereby tell whoever is reading this to go hang themselves, and that your replacement rollers, ink carts, belting, bindings, keys, stamps, lubricants, and whatever else is in these infernal boxes can all be found rotting in the wilderness. Good day to you. Sincerely, Caden Shuster. So, stop feeding me fish. I'm allergic to it. It makes me have all kinds of bowel problems. Or, hear us out. We'll just give you extra toilet paper. No limits. Folks like their reruns. I don't know. I mean, I definitely want regulars to the stream to like what we're playing and to come back and watch. But we also need stuff that people are actually looking for. That they'll, you know. We've gone from having like 20 to 40 new followers per stream to having 1 to 2. So, definitely need to be careful. Moving in the wrong direction at the moment. Yeah, let's hack it. Hack it. Terminal. Oh, this takes 4 of the shunt things.
Real slick.
250 bits. Shipment status of the masks. UDL mask, or Mark IV, excuse me, security masks are meant to use in crowd dispersal scenarios. They're not appropriate for a workplace environment. Your purchase request has been denied. Olfactory filters. Focus testing indicates the air quality on Terra 1 does not warrant the use of olfactory filters or any other scent blocking equipment. Your purchase request for something to do with the stink of sulfur is denied. Some chicken and potatoes or something? It's not too bad. What do you think about doing with them? What kind of chicken? Shipment status, replacement rollers. According to the manufacturer, your current rollers are capable of retaining efficiency in all environments. We have no evidence to support your claim that the rollers are degrading because of this beep air. They aren't lasting as long because of the sulfur in this air. What do you do parts for this one? Yeah. It's indicate that your facility is not due to replacement parts for another 5 months. We'll send you parts, including rollers, when the time comes. To make concern, the rollers in our printing press facility are degraded. Will break soon. I've attached a purchase order for the new ones. I'm here. That's different. My boss is using olfactory filters to ward off the stench of the sulfur from this law-forsaken planet. I've attached a purchase request for a number of filters. The rest of us don't have to suffer. I didn't read that part, so let me scroll down. To make concern, I was talking to one of the guards, and he isn't having trouble breathing at all. In fact, none of our guards have had asthma attacks from the air here. We believe it is because of their gas mask. Attached a purchase request for safety equipment for the rest of us. All denied. Urban spice chicken, roasted. It goes out to the wilderness. Don't need to go that way. Sell the extra crap we just stole. Or picked up. It's really stealing. I wonder why it does it. Did I actually go to buy? No, I actually went to buy. Whoops. No. It's alright. No one needs to know. Some more red marks, so more beasts, no doubt. Don't have the workers' best interest at heart. Efficiency above all else, right, Rakes? Man, Rakes would make it really high in this corporate ladder, you know?
Here we go. We're pretty good at this.
We sure are. Parv, who sat behind me while I sniped this thing. While I sniped it. Bard. Well, I had to find a different way to open that. I think probably one of the dredges doing my work. Would you complain? Would you do it without question?
Here we go.
Man, this does so much more damage to the gun I was using previously. I wonder what the limit is for upgrades. I wonder if the only limit is your bits. Probably not, I would guess, but it'd be interesting to see how much tinkering we could pump into a single weapon. Wouldn't question it, but you would complain. You docked some bits for that complaint. Another terminal. Terry's birthday. No, we are not celebrating Terry's birthday. Terry's dead, folks. I know he meant a lot to everyone here, myself included, but let his untimely demise be a lesson about safety in the workplace. Don't pet the canids. To all employees of Terra 1 Publications, yes, the rumors are true. We're leaving. The board has decided to cut their losses and operate on Terra 2 instead. In accordance with the evacuation orders, we are to await a shuttle out of Cascadia. When we get word that our ride is on the way, we'll shutter this facility, pack everything up, lock the door on the way out. Till then, however, we are expected to continue working. I'm sure reassignments are forthcoming. That's not an excuse to slow down. We still have magazines to publish. People, our consumers are eager to find out what happens in Dissident Hunter number 112. You only get a weapon or armor to 5 levels above your current player level. Increases geometrically each instance. Gotcha. Yeah, I saw that it went up. It kept going up more and more, like exponentially each upgrade. I wasn't sure where it would cut you off at. Plenty would only be fair. Good worker as a silent worker. Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Public notice number 117 on the issuing of a hazard clause for Terra 1. This notice, issued on January 12th, 2343, serves as the public denouncement of Terra 1 as a feasible workplace environment. Due to the hostile and aggressive nature of the wildlife, as well as the unsustainability of its natural flora for use in human consumption, the Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board has officially enacted a hazard clause covering the entirety of Terra 1. After an evacuation period of no more than 6 months, Terra 1 will be officially considered illegal territory. As this is a unanimous decision, any corporation caught operating on Terra 1 after the evacuation period will face fines and possible disbarment. That's defined in Halcyon Code 22.1. Greetings, minions. How you doing, peasant? We agreed that was the proper gender-neutral term we would use here, right? Peasants. How you doing, Narth? Welcome in. How you doing, Katrin? Max engineering reduced the cost by 90% though. Yeah, it goes up exponentially. Notice that, because like the first upgrade's only like 180 bits, and then by the time you get to what we were doing, it was like 4,000 a piece or something like that. Alright, so we open up that shortcut. Cobbled exosuits. Install rollers. Equipment detected. System must restart for alignment. Please wait. Okay. Turnogram. Easy peasy. So maxing out engineering, but it still limits you to 5 above your current level, huh? I mean, you could then keep your weapons all 5 above your current level, which would still be really strong, but you would be able to, like, super out-level enemies. Guess. Alright.
You don't much like me, huh, Dr. Ellie?
It's nothing personal. I'm just not the touchy-feely type.
It's just... you seem fine with the others. Did I do something to make you unhappy with me?
You gotta stop taking things so personal. You're setting yourself up for a letdown.
Hey, Mr. Grumpy Monkey. Turns out the motherboard you were given doesn't work with the newer CPU that you wanted to use. Yeah, what CPU were you trying to use? I mean, that sucks either way, but...
If you'll just listen...
No more
4930.
listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
Their gunships, they sure didn't stop me from landing here. True. Printing press is all yours. I'm gonna say that gunships.
They are armed all the same. All they need is a good reason, and war is one such reason.
Well, printing press is yours.
Excellent.
Did you find the Vanois?
Yes, the Vanois are on their way back.
Thank the Eternal.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. This plan's brilliance is in its subtlety. For the time being, let us cease our activities on the tower, lest we bring premature attention upon us. I have much to do. Articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need
We're
to
revered with the Iron Class now,
by the clinic when you
or
can.
Iconoclast.
I want a word.
Let's look at what that actually does to them. See if it does anything specific, or is it just same as with everyone else. We have the highest reputation out of the primary factions with the Iconoclast. How did this happen? Current status revering. Best employee ever. Deserves a big bonus and a promotion. The Iconoclasts are a group of survivalists living in the ruins of Amber Heights on Monarch, led by Graham Bryant, a staunch philosophist. They hope to one day tear down the corporate establishment that they believe has brought the colony to the brink of death. You are friendly. Vendor prices reduced by 25%. Okay. So she wants us to go over to the hospital area and talk to her, huh? We're here. I actually have to wait until she walks all this way. My God, it's like real life. She doesn't just appear there. I like that. Also, it gives me time to eat gummy worms, so win-win.
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway. Hey, Captain. I need your help, and we ought to keep it hush-hush. You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber Heights?
Fella came through Edgewater once, mentioned something to my dad about pirates wiping out a town. You mean this is the same place?
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned, but nobody could find them. The station's locked up, but one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby rat nest. It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other, but it's similar. I bet it opens a door.
Yeah, I've actually never heard anyone use geometrically. So I was using exponentially too. But either way, it increases by a factor of some number that isn't. You don't. The cost of upgrading increases the more you upgrade. Random door code doesn't sound useful. The Amber Heights gates. Why are they keeping this to ourselves? Okay, what's so important about this? Let's ask about the gate.
Right. The access codes to Amber Heights. What gets me is, if this belonged to the pirates, that means they knew someone there. If someone gave them the gate code, all those deaths, Captain, all that blood is on their hands.
Square is a rectangle, but a rectangle isn't a square. This is true. Random door code doesn't sound useful.
I know it's a long shot, but if we miss something there, if you can get into that station, maybe we can get some answers.
Why are we keeping this to ourselves?
Graham isn't fond of talking about the history here. He had friends who worked here. The massacre hit him pretty hard. You know him. Live and let live and all that. I don't want to burden him right now, especially if this ends up being a dead end.
Oh my God, she used the line that I use here at the stream a lot. Live and let live. Play and let play. I don't get what's so important about this. Don't you have bigger problems? No, I understand why this is a big one.
Just a warning. The area is infested with mantisaurs.
Of course.
I'd send some help, but we're, preparing for war.
Right.
Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but information's good too. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Good luck. Watch out for the Taros.
Seems like that massacre had a big effect not on just the Iconoclast, but the MSI people too, or at least some of them ran into. Let's go to the ship so we can upgrade Not necessarily upgrade, but get all of our attachments. Impression so far, is it living up to the hype? So I went into it completely blind, Katrin. I try not to look at anything about a game beforehand, so I don't go in with any like preconceived notions that it's supposed to be good or bad. So in my opinion, going in like that, it's been a really good game. So there hasn't been anything in the game that I disliked. So the gameplay is good, story is good, characters are good, you know, has great graphics.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Good dialogue, voice acting.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's all been good so far, Katrin.
Most likely, the bullet will ricochet, which could be bad. Or hilarious. There's a tiny chance of a hull puncture, which would suck us into space one chunk at a time.
Too many
Bad
scars.
and hilarious.
Ugh. Just imagining that makes me sick.
That's why we don't miss.
I don't know. If you live in a planet like this, you probably have some scars or be dead. One of the two.
Watch your step on Monarch. It's not just the monsters and sulfur pits you gotta look out for. I admire your grit, but some wounds don't heal. And I say that as someone who's plugged a few severed aortas.
What you talking about?
Ginger Chops and the pencil pusher. By all accounts, Sanjar and Graham have been at each other's throats for years. Digging into their personal history isn't gonna change anything.
Rather be dead than have scars. God. Those two will tear Monarch apart if someone doesn't do something.
Well, they've kept it going this long, haven't they? And anyway, we've got problems of our own.
I have a scar on my face too. Can't really see it on the stream because it's under my eyebrow right here. It's from when I wasn't even a year old yet. And it's still there. A burn scar. Perception. There's a reason you're bringing this up.
I try to save my captain a headache when I can. Usually ends up saving me one too.
No, this is about Sanjar and Graham. Something about their falling out hits too close to home.
Hey, I'm the doctor here. That means I'm supposed to be the one nosing into your business. Anyway, I can take a hint. You stay out of mine, and I'll stay out of yours. Anything else?
No, not yet. 50 stitches, jeez.
Hey, Cap.
Crazy. Get along with the crew?
Parvati showed me how to properly grease the magazine release on one of my firearms. She's a smart one, you know. Opal was quiet in the same way. She'd hang back, out of sight, then all of a sudden pop in with a bit of wisdom out of nowhere. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
I'm not pushy. Talk when you're ready.
I will.
That's the main blood supply around the chin. Ugh. Sorry, North. How old were you when that happened, if you don't mind me asking? 6 inches, got rid of kid. You know what happened. Let's go see if Felix has anything to say. I haven't had Felix actually go out on a mission. Kind of feel bad, a little.
Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished.
2016.
5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
You going somewhere with this? What's her name? Shock and disbelief, seeing how most of my friends are still on Earth. Sounds like he's going somewhere with it.
Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
It's important to you. I mean, I don't really want to go do it right this second, but hopefully it'll just queue the quest up and not make me go do it right now.
Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla. What he's doing on an asteroid, I can't begin to imagine.
We have another quest there, too.
Appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Alright. We'll go to that sometime. But first, put on these upgrades and stuff. I don't know why I didn't just go down the ladder. That would have been faster. Oh well. Wait.
Hey.
Oh, it's right above us. Today's your Halloween. So your look was on fleek. Haven't heard that in a while. On your thyroid that led to lobe being removed. Scar looks like an assassination attempt to tell people they were afraid of your power. It's good. Bruising the exposed stitches. Rude, she said hey. Say hi back. That's not where I was wanting to go. I accidentally went to the respec station. I just want to go right there to the bench. I'm not sure why I went up to the respec. Oh, I have to get the, excuse me, the attachments that we put in here. Okay. Scar is mostly visible on the pigmented part of your lip. So the scar I have on my face is very small. It's a burn scar right here on my eyebrow. And I was being brought home from the hospital when I was not even a year old. And one of my uncles, I guess, was smoking and went to take me out of the car seat and lifted me up and, well, burned across my eyebrow. I have much worse scars elsewhere. That's the only scar I have on my face. Alright, modify hunting rifle. So what do you have right now? Extra crit damage. So yeah, that's the best one. So yeah, I got burned right next. Good thing it didn't hit me in the eye, I guess. Right next to my eye when I was really little. Did I cry? Well, I'm sure I cried. I was basically a newborn, and I had my face burned. So damage type shock. Damage type plasma. Magazine size plus 50. That's what we have on right now, right? Yeah, I'll leave that. Damage and freeze from it. Extendo sight, that's fine too. Excuse me. You help with a game? Which game, Rose? Noise reduction. Crit increase? Yeah, we'll do that. Might as well. It's another long gun, so. Extra magazine size. Change to plasma. Change to shock. No, I don't remember it. The only reason I know about it is because of the scar itself, and my mom and my uncle let me know where it's from. How you doing, Paladin? Welcome in. Very sensitive. Super Scope 2000. Place weapons, iron sights, the magnifying. No, I don't want that on that one. Extracto. Post armor damage plus 15. That would be good. Range weapon spread reduction. I'm gonna do this one. This sounds really good. So basically, an extra 15% damage on top of whatever is not mitigated by the armor. So, seems good. Terraria. What are you trying to do on Terraria? I played a lot of Terraria. It's been a long time since I played it, but I have played it a lot in the past. Exact same lip scar. Same side, same size. Okay, so 113 bits for the first upgrade on that. 235. 428. Yeah, it won't let us upgrade anymore. Yet. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Alright, now let's go deposit these and go keep questing. Let's see, we'll put all of our extra weapons in this one. And any armor that we want to keep. And then in this one, we'll put our mods. Look at all that weight gone. nothing to like, aside from that scar. Control V. Alright. Let's go. Getting a lot of quests done tonight. Outer Worlds was released. Been living under a rock. Yeah, it came out a week and a half ago. Paladin, it's good. It's good. If anyone decides to buy Outer Worlds, there's two main ways you can get it. One is through Exclamation Outer Worlds, which if you buy it through there, it'll help support the stream and, you know, charity and all that good stuff. Or you can do the Xbox Game Pass, and you can get that on to your PC. You can play it for only $1. Of course, you don't own the game that way, but if you take more than a month to beat it, you're gonna have to pay for the next month of subscription. Here, baby shirts. Control C, Control V. Yes. You did, and a baby.
Pals seem to be getting along.
Don't make it small. When you say it like that, it sounds stupid.
Whoa, take it easy. Didn't realize you were so wrapped up.
Be careful with your new friends in Amber Heights.
Come,
They're
steel
not the
yourself.
most reliable
We are
types.
building an army.
Anyway,
Wonko.
What can I do for you?
Wonko, thank you for the 9 gift subs. Hey, we get to a giveaway. Thank you, Wonko. To Nairn to Night Forged. I haven't seen Night in a long time. For their 2nd month. J Babo, Slack Attack for their 2nd month. Prime for their 6th month. Parg, Mavis Games, VLK, Jack Nasty. Wonko, thank you for all the gift subs. 11 sandwiches to Wonko. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Wonko. Definitely helps me to keep streaming. Appreciate it. To work and making the game not to close and loading a world. Oh yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's been a very long time since I played. Which weapon? Some month for base Game Pass after that. Worth it, lots of games in the pass. Yeah, if you don't want to go through that, or you don't go through the Xbox Pass, you want to just buy the game flat out, then if you use that exclamation Outer Worlds, it'll help out. But yeah, get it wherever you want, wherever it's cheapest. Hey Mayor, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Jay, how you doing? Troll, having mad baby fever. I know you were talking about that before. Found your review on Terminal in the Arms building.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
Sorry, it was already open. You could have told me. It's on the terminal. Send me in to wrap down infested mess to clean up. I'm going to say it was already open, which is a lie. Wonko, thank you again. How you doing tonight, Wonko?
Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Yo-yos, guns, bows, magic, summoning. I really like the yo-yos. You get certain gloves and whatnot, and certain strings for it. They're super strong. But yeah, it's been like years since I played it, Rose, so I know I can't help out too much. Has anyone around in chat played Terraria recently? I know Big Joe was playing it. He was streaming it not too long ago, but I don't know if he's here right now. Your left kidney?
Oh, one of the executives required a transplant.
He's
Wow.
lucky they didn't want a liver or a heart.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Did it?
Apparently not.
God. Who cares what they think? You're in charge now. That's what you get for giving so much of yourself over to a corporation. That's what I'm going to say, number 2.
Oh, perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat.
Take it easy. You've kept the city running against all odds. Do you want a medal? You're right. This place is a garbage heap. I mean, he has kept it running at least, but...
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something
Doing
else?
better than Edgewater. Through no fault of my own. How did you avoid spoilers, though? Darkest dungeon for you. Wonko. Thank you again for all the gift subs and for the lurks. Much appreciated. Good luck in the dungeon. Let me know how your dungeoning goes. I need MSI to stop broadcasting. You're jamming Devil's Peak Station.
You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
Why is Edgewater doing well? I have no idea. They're just not good at making salt tuna in the dark with no power. There must be another way for you to do business.
Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52.
You mean the Bolt 52 right here in my hand?
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
How exactly is a data cartridge going to help?
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Yes, finally. The board will get their comeuppance. Spare me the details. Just tell me what comes next. Let me guess, a paperweight? So you do want to go against the board. Don't be ridiculous. I'm going to go number 2. Spare me the detail.
Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
Like using the guns, mostly like the yo-yos too. Yeah, the cool thing about the yo-yo, it doesn't have as much range, but like it can just sit on enemies. You like throw it over an edge and it can just sit on like a pit of enemies and just kill them all. It's always a lot of fun. You can use more than one, obviously, you know, and switch between it depending on what you want. I think I use swords and guns and yo-yos, you know. Had different sets and stuff. Should I have her date with Seb yet? I don't think so. I don't know. We should ask her. Killed it, Sanjar. Let's get on with it. Kind of spoils the effect if you have to ask. Promise me that once I've helped you with this, MSI will stop its broadcasts. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Help us with this final matter and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word.
All right.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch. Illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
The last Terraria playthrough you did was bows only. Truly surprised how strong. Yeah, there's a lot of really good arrows too. What were the like the Jester arrows or something? There's a lot of really strong arrows, and what's nice about it is you can pick the arrows up, you know, the ones that you've missed and stuff after the battle, as long as you've had enough of them. You just run through and pick them back up. Or Deering. Sanjar, you sly dog.
You really think so?
Don't encourage him.
God.
I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
Actually, I found a data cartridge with details of UDL's secret experiments.
Already?
Yep.
If only the rest of the colony operated as efficiently as you. Imagine what a different state we'd be in, hmm? I'll complete the Bolt 52 in no time. I dare say it'll be my second greatest achievement after the reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge?
Not so fast. What are these reformations you're talking about? Reformations? What are you going to reformat everyone's files? Did I say I had a data cartridge? That's what I call my left nut. What? Hang on. I wasn't expecting that. Kind of think of it. Maybe I don't. Not so fast. Let's ask him what this means.
I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
What's gonna happen to the people here when the board figures out what you're doing?
Well, by that point, my hope is that we'll be on the board once more.
I'm just...
I don't know. That's
Maybe I'm
a good
worrying
point,
too
Phoenix.
much, but it seems the folks here get plans made for them an awful lot. When do they get to start making plans for themselves?
Once MSI is restored, the people of Monarch will be able to make more choices. We'll have all the brands and resources of the board here. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course.
You want to do a total a-hole playthrough? Yeah, that's a good point, though. So if you choose a woman character, does the option say something different instead of play as a woman? Give the option? Yeah. Maybe if I play back through the game as a evil a-hole kill everyone character, I'll play as a woman and see what happens. Alright, I'm gonna give it to him. Like playing the ladies, man. You haven't done anything bad. You've killed so many people. You killed Parv just because she slightly annoyed you. I haven't done anything bad.
I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Hooray. It's justice. You play either a stealthy rogue or a thick boy who punches faces. Hey, level 20, that means we get a perk, we get skill points, and all of our allies, not allies, companions get a perk. Doing justice. Fall games, you have a slight advantage playing as female because of certain perks. More hacking. One more level and we'll be able to unlock those 95 hacking requirement things. It's because it's free. The base game is 105 gigs. That's crazy. I might actually increase our carrying weight. I mean, there are some, you know, combat things that still can help us, but you know what? I'm just going to carry more stuff. I'm tired of breaking stuff down and going back and selling stuff. Bland it. I got the game for free at some point, Destiny 2, on like a Humble Bundle or whatnot, and I tried it. It was okay. There's something about it I didn't care for either. New Modern Warfare requires 175 to install. I know. I installed it. It's crazy. It's a very... We had 2 bounties with the new Call of Duty. And the game is like super pretty. Showtime damage plus 25%. Increase the damage dealt by this companion for a short time after performing their companion ability. Harmful status effects reduced by 30%. 20% chance to reset ability. Cooldown on kill. %30 additional companion ability damage. Guess we could increase her Showtime one. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. Parv, I'm kind of making her into more of a tanky type character, which is kind of weird, but that's what I've been doing. So I think I'll continue that. Yeah. Let's give her some extra threat gen. We need to get her some better armor. If I'm doing that. Did you go on your date? Do you have to talk to Sebastian again? Is that even in here? Let's see, return to the information broker, return to Catherine, return to Ash, speak with Velma, turn to Agnes. Let's get the left field toss while betting, convince Velma. Open the sealed door. Get journal to Sebastian. There we go. Sebastian.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal
Seb.
parts.
The game allows for it. Play a stealthy lesbian rogue. Could do that in this. Steal all the girlfriends. Found Mr. Pickett's journal, Seb.
He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him?
I found the journal inside a dead mantiqueen.
Funny place to leave a journal. But what about Mr. Pickett?
He was eaten by a mantiqueen. He's dead. All that's left is that journal. Who knows? It looks things. Guy's a real escape artist. I'm gonna tell him he's dead.
That's pretty sad. He sure seemed like he knew what he was doing.
He used to tell the kids crazy stories about Halcyon wildlife. Later I learned most of it was wrong, but it was the thought that counted. Then one day he just disappeared. Never heard anything about him again.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Looks mighty long, though.
Yes, you are. Maybe you and Celia can read it together on your date. Look on the bright side. He found his mantiqueen. Maybe focus on not sending anyone else out alone against a mantiqueen. Yeah, you guys talk about it. Number 1.
I bet she'll like that. She's real enthusiastic about all sorts of monsters.
It'd be nice for there to be some good come out of this.
In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Here's some bits for your trouble.
Thanks. Alright. Let's see. Turn to Catherine. Yeah, that's fine. We need to talk to her about 2 different things, so. Enjoy your dates. Seb. Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst. Oh, my back is like a little sore today. I think I've been sitting too much.
Hey, Cat. Knock, knock.
I don't think I like Miss Catherine. Not just in the kind of swearing, but she swears awful much.
She's right here.
I'd have a drink with her. Keep one hand on my
Harv.
thumb and the other.
Please say the Oda corpse you're wearing is Clive's.
Slaughterhouse Clive is deceased.
Not much boast to that declaration. Am I to take that to mean you didn't kill him?
How many knuckleheads did you send to murder him? Of course it was me. They say discretion is a virtue.
You ain't wrong, but I prefer a man of vice myself. Still, this ought to compensate for your troubles. And take an aromatic. You stink like Sisty Pig.
What was going on during Sekiro that I said that? Took care of that little drug running problem.
Funny, you don't look like Nelson Mason. Funnier still, I wasn't aware of an existing problem.
I tried to cut costs by using sprats instead of autoloaders for transport. My fee for services rendered all the same. Deduct it from his wages. I'm gonna go number 1.
That dunderhead. Can't hardly fathom how that panned out. Let me guess, it involved blood and guts and fur in places that don't merit mention. Well,
Oh,
you
don't
got
forget the
my
poop.
begrudging gratitude for cleaning the mess. Speaking to my left ear, will you? Right one's damaged. Last we talked, I only caught half of what you said. Well, I'm half listening.
Sorry, lady. I speak in stereo. Alright. What do we turn in next? Don't want to go to the information broker yet. Convince Velma. Don't want to go to Velma yet. Investigate this. Toss ball. It's almost midnight. Okay. I'll use the restroom in a moment. Probably after this quest, if it's just talking. Stretch the old legs. I think they're behind this. Somewhere.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rat musk.
I think they're inside. Yeah, they're inside somewhere over there. Whoops.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games.
Absolutely.
So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
They're all pretty great. I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Don't you recognize me? I'm gonna lie to her. Why not? We have such high lie stat. We might as well have some fun. You killed her? Of course you did. Mister did nothing wrong. Claim failed. Please try again later.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
I was really hoping it would be good, Tet. But it seems like it's kind of screwing people on mobile over. She's too into sports. A goodwill tour of Halcyon, meeting our fans across the colony.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
Found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him? Said you were having trouble receiving the toss-all game transmission. Yeah, let's ask about the dead guy first.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
I didn't wipe out an entire town. It was like just 7 random guards that attacked us in an alley. I didn't kill anyone with a name. I'm listening.
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the leader. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Hopeless and dead. Who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
They had names, you just didn't care enough to ask? Nuh-uh, their name was like... what was it, like... Company Guard or something. Corporate officer. Corporate... something. That was their actual name. That's a pretty buff Rebecca Black there, Tet.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
See, look, Rakes. She had a quest that would help Mr. Sanjar, and you killed her. So you effectively did something bad against Sanjar.
What can I do for you?
Corporate officer is such a high-class name. Geneva Convention. I think the Geneva Convention applies out here in Halcyon. You said you were having trouble receiving the tossball game transmission?
For a while, yeah. They'd come in all fuzzy and really late.
Talk to her first.
Probably on account of all that iconoclast nonsense Graham was broadcasting. But lately, they've been coming through a lot better. I can almost see Letty Guzman's remaining teeth.
Great. Glad I could help. Watch out, Ellie. Sure don't have much money, lady. You could just say that to people. So you went into a like sports memorabilia shop and then killed the person because they liked sports. That seems
sometimes what they're doing on other callings.
That seems pretty level-headed. You know, I take back everything.
I think they're watching
Oh. Okay. Guys doing some shady stuff back here. Elijah?
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
I was born in this alley, Berta.
Hey,
Earth.
what are you doing here? This is our secret alley.
That was a bar.
Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
I know you murdered Isaac, Elijah.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
I'm making it my business. You don't want to mess with Sublight's VP of Aggressive Acquisitions. Fine, let's just forget it's ever happened. I'm gonna intimidate him.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
You've bullied people long enough. If you know what's good for you, you'll clear out and never come back.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
I shouldn't kill this guy, though. He's a murderer. If I see him again, I'll kill him. You killed these ones for justice? Well, you would have killed the guy that they killed anyway because he liked sports. So, I mean, what do you mean, justice?
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge.
You would have done the same thing that guy did.
What can I do for you?
Isaac Rose is dead. Found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
It was Elijah and his hooligan friends who ran him out of town.
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town.
I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Eventually.
If they killed him for owing money, there's a fine line here. Yeah, if you say so.
It really was on my to-do list. Still,
sure.
Your intervention in the matter is much appreciated.
Please consider this payment for your services.
All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking this button. It helps out a ton. And after all of that, be sure to check out the next video right up here. Of course, as always, thank you guys for watching.